Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here in Ayutthaya. And what we're going to take a look at today is we're going to take a look at one of the first-class royal temples that are over here in Ayutthaya. There's two here in the city, and then there's one a little bit further south in Bang Pa Inn. This one here, I've been to it, but it's been like 2 years ago. It's one of the 24 royal first-class temples in all of Thailand. And it's like a special one. It has a lot of historical meaning and it's really important to the Thais. So the first class royal temples get extra money from the royal family and stuff like that. So they maintain them at a higher level than most of the normal temples. Anyway, this is Wat Senasanarama Rajvaravihara, and it was previously named Wat Sue. And it goes back, they have records of it in the Royal Chronicles going back to King Prasat Tong. He restored this temple back in the Ayutthaya era. This temple was then destroyed and abandoned after the fall of the city, and it was restored by King Rama IV in 1863. There's some cool mural paintings inside of the ubosot, or the ordination hall, and in the Vientiane. And we'll take a look at least two of the buildings. One of them, the Vientiane, is closed up. But anyway, we'll see what we can see today. This is a little bit of what you can see. So the Vientiane is over there. They have this cool looking chetty. Then they have this really cool ordination hall that has this little building built on in here that has a reclining Buddha. And then we'll look inside of this ubosot, or ordination hall. And then there's monk quarters and all kinds of stuff around. They have quite a few buildings. This is an active temple, and then it leads right out into the community over here. Now, with it being restored by King Rama V, or Rama IV, and then it was also some work was done by King Rama V, his predecessor. You see these buildings like this with the white and these like little arches and stuff like that. Those are kind of the hallmark of his reign. Now, this was next to the former front palace, the Chankasem Palace. And then right there, that's I believe that's Rama IV's seal up there, and that tells you that it was restored by him. But the former front palace was right over here by it, and this would have been a royal temple back in the day. The front palace was where like the heir apparent would stay. So the king had his royal palace, it was way over that away, and then this would have been the front palace over here. And then here's the perimeter wall. This is the new one. There is an older wall that's just a little bit of rubble remaining over by the canal. And then they got some more of the quarters over here for the monks and stuff like that. And then a big meeting hall over on the other side. The canal is just back behind this brown building behind. So they have a shrine over here with some more of the modern Buddhas. And then we'll go into here. So you can see up on the gable up there, you can see some pigeons. That's again the seal of Rama IV. And you can see the Naga over there. And it's kind of a cool building. It's got a little bit different stuff than you normally see in here. And then we can go in here. You can see the styling here is much more subdued than you normally see. They have some writing above the door in Thai there. 2410. Not sure what that's about, but in here, this is the ordination hall. And what's cool is it has these two little thrones here. So there's one on this side and then one on this side. And I'm not sure exactly why they built these, but they're quite cool. They just have them like a little shrine now. And these are like the old monks. And then these murals, they date back to like the early 1900s. And I think these were painted here by King Rama V, or they were under his command to be painted. He didn't paint them himself. And then you see here some of the murals. They're starting to fade a little bit, the same as the gold and black here off these window shutters. But it's bound to happen after 20, 30, 40 years, and these are a little bit older than that. The moisture causes them to flake off. The groundwater seeps up through the building also. And then up above is in a lot better shape. It doesn't get as much of the groundwater. But it's quite a nice building. You can see the red teak wood with the gold up there and the chandeliers, and then all those images across there. It's quite nice. This is kind of cool though. Now I'm not sure if this is where it's at, but there's some Khmer writing. This looks like the Khmer writing right here behind on the Buddha. And I'm not sure the significance of it. So if any of my viewers know, why is there the Khmer writing here behind this Buddha? You see they have the angel here next to it. And what's cool about this, not only the murals, you can see the murals are just fantastic, but right behind it, there's the little gong, more of the murals, is this little building right here inside of it. So you can actually go in here, there's like the little arch, and then you can come over here and there's another little Buddha. And the murals here have completely faded off. And it looks like they're planning on doing some. They've got couple little sketches here on the wall. And then there's the alms bowl that the head monk will do the blessings. So they might come back in here later on to do some murals. You can see that has the wooden ceiling up here. And then you just go out of the other side. Yeah, it's quite cool. And then over here has some of the figures with some swords and stuff. And then these look like the royal guards. Yeah, really cool. Some of the elephants and everything. Okay, let's go look at the reclining Buddha now. Yeah, what a nice little hall. You can see the styling over the windows. And then this is the back part here. You can see the gable there with all the gold and all the imagery, the Naga. And then over here, looking towards the Chedi, is the reclining Buddha. And what's cool is the Chedi has a silver top. It's kind of different. You'll see them with the gold, but the silver is kind of unique. And then you can see the other hall right behind there. It's fantastic. And you can see up above the door there, it's 2410 and some other stuff written in Thai. Okay, so in here, take off your shoes and go in, and you can see this nice reclining Buddha. Now what's cool about this is this was at another temple here that's over towards the old royal palace, and we got a little kitty here. And King Rama IV ordered it to be moved over here. The Tamarat, I think it is, and that was originally over there at that temple. So the reclining Buddha, you can see here, here's the feet. And in this styling, all the toes are the same length. Some of them you'll see, like the really, really old ones, they'll have different length toes. And then it has all the symbols and everything on the footprint, which is quite cool. So this has a stone core, and then they did the plaster work over the top of it and then painted it gold. And you can see a little bit of the gold is kind of flaking off a little bit. So they'll have to touch this up one of these days. And you see here, it's not a red ceiling, but kind of that orange. Yeah, it's really nice. And you can see the face has the eyes open. It is kind of a Sukhothai style with that ridge over its eyes. And the top knot goes all the way to the wall. And what's cool is they have this image right here. I'm not sure what this is about. This is the only one that I've ever seen like this. And the Thais will come over and they'll touch it and stick a little bit of the gold leaf and stuff on it. You can see the window shutters in here has the Erawan, the three-headed elephant, and the floral patterns and the little lions and stuff in there. And these here, they kind of look like what you see at some of the Rama III temples, but this wasn't restored under his reign, under King Rama IV. And you can see the head up here with the little hair rolls and the top knot. And it's quite large, it's really big. Now, two of the Buddhas from here, I think the ones in the hall that's locked up, they were brought in from Vientiane, Laos. And I was able to get into that temple last time I was here, but today it's locked up. Okay, let's look at this chetty, and then I'll show you the outside of that other hall. Yeah, so they have the main chetty, and then they have the small little satellite chetties all around it. And this part here is similar to the other royal temple that was restored by King Rama I's father. That's kind of the south of here, still on the main island. So you can see the Buddha symbol here, and it's all white, has all the little spires on the bottom, and it's shaped like a bell, and then all the styling up on top. It's the Sri Lankan style. So you can walk around the little platform around the base of this chetty. It's quite cool. There's the little style right there. You see the square that little spire is sitting on, and it has like those little columns. And then right over here, this is the other hall. And then there's the bell tower over there. And you can see, okay, so that's right there, that's the symbol of Rama IV. The other one is not. It's quite cool. Has the Naga, all the little Buddha imagery all around. And you can see has those little pieces of glass, and then they put gold on it, and then they put the bells on those little birds. Yeah, it's quite cool. I really like this styling of hall. And then you have a place over here you can ring the bell, and this is right behind. They have a Buddha image here, and you can see this is locked up, so we won't be able to look inside of there. And this is the bell tower here. But what a cool building this is. Now from the looks of it, there's the crematorium on the other side of this, and there's all the black and the white, so they must be going to do a funeral and some kind of ceremony over here. I think that's why it's closed off, because I've been able to get in there before, which I'd like to be able to see it today, but there's always another day. And this is the front. You can see it has the high threshold, and then it has the figures painted on the door. And the reason the high threshold is like that is it's set up to keep ghosts out, and they'll also put the figures, the guardians and stuff, on the doors. But it's raised up. Ghosts can't climb stairs, so if they come right up to the base, and then they can't get inside, and they just go around the building. That's why you see the buildings with the high thresholds. And then you can see that chetty back there, and then that first building we looked at. And then over here is the wall. It's pretty nicely designed also. And then they have the monk quarters, and the canal and stuff is over there. And they have a little boat right here, which is pretty cool. I think this little boat here was actually used by Rama IV when he came up here to this temple. There's a data plate over there in Thai that says something about Rama IV on it. It's pretty cool though. Nice enough, and they keep it preserved here underneath this little finish up a pretty quick video over here at this first-class royal temple here in Ayutthaya. It's nice. It's worth your time to come over here and take a look at. You're going to be away from all the tourists. This is where the Thais come, and it's a shame because it's really a nice part of the legacy of Ayutthaya. And I would say if you get a chance, come over here and take a look at it. If you want to come, you know, if you're in a tuk-tuk or whatever, you can tell them to come over here to it. It's kind of near the old front palace, so it's fairly easy to get to if you wanted to come. And like I said, it dates back to King Prasat Tong at least. That's the first records of it being restored by him. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and stick around, and then you're notified when I post a new video. And if you know more about this temple, or if you've been here, let me know in a comment down below. I would appreciate some more knowledge about it. I always like to learn a little bit more. And until next time, from over here in Ayutthaya, remember, life is a journey. Until next time, enjoy.